Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
Welcome to another Friday night at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And this is the last Friday in February. A couple days before Black History Month goes bye-bye.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was 365.
I know a few places didn't mention it at all.
Mm-hmm.
In the workplace, they didn't even hang up a picture of anybody.
I had to quit then.
A black bull.
Not even Frederick Douglass?
A black monkey. Didn't hang up a picture of nothing.
Wow.
All black folks didn't say a word, like non-existent. Just could have show you. Well, we have lost our flair.
It's rough. It's
Amen. We got to get back in the groove.
We got to pour out some libations for the end of Black History Month.
Well, I'm going to hold on to mine.
Here's to Black History Month.
Swing low.
We carry you.
All right now.
All right, until next year, we'll do Black History Month again.
All right now.
Anyway, what's happening tonight?
What's happening tonight? Got a lot going on tonight. You know, the DT. He's busy.
Gosh, is he at it again?
Our hot topics tonight: Chicago police. They asked for help and the president never responded. White House bars news organizations from press briefing. Capital One eyed in anti-money laundering probe. Hit it and quit it headline. Caitlyn Jenner is in the news. To Trump to revoke trans rights. She even had a video on that. Okay, gonna get more into it. JCPenney closing 140 stores in early 2017. North Kakalaki billboard turns head. That's North Carolina to you folks don't know that language. Why Marco Rubio won't hold town hall meetings, and Trump administration signals possible crackdown on states over marijuana. Really?
Why not?
What's poppin' with Poppa DD? What you gonna talk about tonight, Papa?
I'm going to go into them ATM fees.
Okay, ATM fees. All right. Weird news. Floridian tells police his dog shot his girlfriend. Hair freezing contest. Hottest thing going in the Yukon. And Japanese bald men celebration. Okay. I'm just saying with Redwine, paying for what vandals did. Living for the city with Papa. He got another surprise for us tonight. My Hollywood wrap-up. I'm going to talk about the Oscars and the ABFF Honor Award. The cocktail of the week is what we're sipping on now. It's called the Ginger Kiss. It's like that. Woo! And the Kiss It list, hey, that's a good
good segue.
Yeah, okay. And the last word. So sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we're going to be right back with the hot topic. Hey, this is Ketel with the yellow top. I'm waiting to hear from you tonight. I'm at the Pajama Party Live. So you can reach us at 914-803-4306, or you can check us out on apajamaparty.com. I've got my opinions, but I want to hear yours. Poppa DD and Redwine are trying to beat me down, so I need you to call back and back me up. I know you're out there. I can hear you breathing, so call me now. 914-803-4306. I'm right here on WBJP Blog Talk Radio, waiting to hear from you. Here they come. I gotta go.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of those Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Sounds my darling.
And let's see, in the news tonight and hot topics tonight, we're going to open up with Chicago police say they asked for help and the president never responded. Now, he used a reference to Chicago about 3 times. Yeah, what about Chicago? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I sometimes think people just want something to talk about. They're not trying to cure anything.
Right.
Because they figure if the jokers are raising heck there in Chicago, they'll stay there and won't mess up anything else. It's warped thinking, really is.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, as the story goes, despite President Donald Trump's repeatedly criticizing his complete criticism of Chicago's rise in homicide rate, the city police department says that multiple requests for federal assistance have gone unanswered so far. The city superintendent of police, who was named Eddie Johnson, called out the White House and the Department of Justice on Thursday after Trump tweeted Chicago needs help in light of several fatal shootings. But to no avail of any help been delivered. Nobody came down, no representation or anything. But he'd rather send, they call it,
He'd rather get
armed
on
forces in there.
So Trump keeps getting on Twitter talking about Chicago is in such a bad situation. And he's threatening to send in the feds.
Yeah, the feds. Yeah, he'd rather send somebody in there to blow up the joint. Anyway, Superintendent Johnson said the violence in some Chicago neighborhoods was unacceptable, but Trump's administration have yet to provide support. We've made requests to the White House and the Department of Justice on many occasions for them to support us, for increasing federal gun prosecutions to more FBI, DEA, and ATF agents, to move funding for more monitoring, job training, and more, and they have not heard anything.
Imagine
and
that.
They also said he tweeted yesterday that 7 people were shot and killed yesterday in Chicago. What is going on there, in a sarcastic tone? And that our great city is totally out of control. And well, I tell you, I disagree with that. I don't think Chicago's out of control at all.
What do you think is happening?
I think the south side of Chicago is out of control. But you can go visit Chicago and go through the regular district, the
Magnificent Mile
Magnificent Mile, Michigan Avenue, all down by my favorite hotel, the Drake, and go off to the beach in the back and everything, and you wouldn't know anything was going on there because they've managed to keep all trouble away from the downtown area where all the tourists go. And the boat landings and things like that, Chicago.
So all the unrest is really localized to one particular area.
Yeah, so they'll complain about it, but they don't do anything about it because it's not affecting tourism. It's not affecting any type of fear as soon as somebody steps off an airplane or steps off anything. And Chicago's real close because the airport is not too far away from the inner city itself. Everything is close there.
You think they're not doing anything because, quote unquote, blacks are in the city where everything is happening?
I think it's contained. They're not doing anything because it's contained. It's in an area that they can oversee and watch, and I'm sure they fly helicopters over there to see what's happening. That's how they observe stuff. That's how builders and multi-million-dollar builders and all that, they look at the world from a helicopter. That way they see the big picture.
So while the death rate keeps going up, all the homicides, they're just sitting there just like the person that clicks when people come into the amusement park. They're just sitting there, click, there's another one, click, there's another one.
And they've been instructed to keep everything away from 23rd Street into the city. So cops are probably roaming down 23rd Street around the big circle, and that 23rd Street is their hub to keep everything back from there. That way whoever's touring down there in Chicago can't even hear a gunshot.
Well, I tell you what, they're going to find out it's going to be eventually, just like when restaurants used to have a smoking section and a non-smoking section, smoke doesn't know a barrier. You can say, oh, those seats are the smoking section, but if you're in the non-smoking section, you can still smell the smoke.
That's true.
Because smoke doesn't have a brain. Smoke isn't going to say, oh, I can't go beyond that point.
Right.
If you're over in that non-smoking section, you can smell it. It's still going to make its way over. It just means nobody's sitting next to you. Will light up.
That's what you think
I think that's what's going to happen. They got this invisible barrier right now that's keeping the crime in the south area, in the southern area, but it's just a matter of time before that invisible barrier is breached and that thing starts to spill over into the non-smoking or the non-killing section.
And what happens?
And then it's
going to
be, then they're going to get some action then.
Mm-hmm. Just like Gil Scott-Heron said, the revolution will not be televised.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, it's about to be televised. They ain't about to televise it.
Yeah, so that's what's happening with Chicago. And they're talking all these different codes, FBI, DEA, AFF, and these people are all. See, another reason why Trump doesn't dispatch anybody, because all these departments are new. They got new leadership. Yeah. They don't know where they're coming or going, and Trump is trying to micromanage everybody. So everybody's really scared to make a move. That's why they all voted to get all his cabinet members in there. Every Republican voted for a cabinet member of Donald Trump, so they're scared to death of him, you know?
I'm surprised they didn't send your boy, what's the brain surgeon name?
Oh.
Ben Carson?
Please.
In the quote-unquote urban area. Just throw him out there in the urban area.
They threw him into the
how about your girl?
Housing and urban development.
How about your girl in there? What's her name?
Oh, Omarosa.
Omarosa. She's I heard she got a new job. She's the resident vagina. I mean, she's the what did they call her? Anyway.
I don't know. I don't even know.
She's sitting in the back smiling at press conferences and stuff. I'm like,
I don't really know what her job is.
I hope that for everything she's doing to represent that particular situation, I hope that Donald Trump is lining her pockets in gold.
I'm quite sure.
She better be getting paid seriously.
She better be getting paid.
If she has sold out.
Yeah, if anybody out there knows what Omarosa's job is, give us a call. 914-803-4306.
Yeah. And Omarosa, if you're listening, call us. And
girl.
What is your job?
Oh, tell her what you do.
Yes. And if you don't mind, how much do they pay you to do this job? I'd like to know.
Probably $200,000 plus.
Yeah.
Duty for JJ. I'm the duty for JJ. Back off of me. Don't be hating.
Her job is to add some color to that White House. Anyway, speaking of the White House, I've got a story, if I may, about the White House. Now, you know DT has been at war with the media. You know, this continues to go on and on. Well, now they have blocked several news media groups from attending a closed-door briefing. And that was really Sean Spicer, or as they call him on SNL, Spicy. Spicy did it. And this was a decision, of course, that drew a lot of problems from the opinions of the other agencies that were allowed to come in. And some of them actually, well, let me tell you who it was. It was the New York Times and CNN that were that have been frequently targets of the president. They've been accused of being fake news. You know, he's always calling them fake news. Well, they were the ones that were denied entry into this press conference. Also, the Huffington Post was denied entry. But the Associated Press and Time Magazine were allowed to come in. But they boycotted out of solidarity to the New York Times and CNN and the Huffington Post. They were like, well, look, if we all can't come in, then we don't want to come in. So the Times executive editor, Dan Beckett, was saying, nothing like this has ever happened at the White House in our long history of covering multiple administrations, no matter what party it was. So this is not about a Republican or a Democrat thing. The Times editor is saying, we've never experienced anything like this, period. And he said that we strongly protest the exclusion of the New York Times and other news organizations. You know, what happened to free media access and transparent government? I think that's the question of the hour. You know, you can't say that the media is fake because you don't like the stories that they cover. If they're covering what you're doing, and you don't like the fact that they're digging into your mess and exposing your mess, that doesn't make them fake. That just means you didn't like the story. Well, sorry, if you didn't do these things, they wouldn't have to report on it. I mean, that is their job, is to report it. Now, I'm not saying that they don't sometimes make mistakes in the things that they report. But the thing is, if you go back to transparency, if y'all weren't so secretive and trying to hide stuff and then constantly having people like Crazy Kellyanne, I'm sorry, let me not give her title, like Kellyanne Conway, giving misinformation and misquoting the facts, then when the media comes out and says Kellyanne misquoted information or misled or whatever they're saying, you can't get mad and say, oh, they're just hating on Kellyanne. No, they're calling her on the mess that she said.
Right.
You can't come out and come in front of a mic on somebody's show and tell everybody that the sky is green if that's not true.
No, it's Kellyanne Conway.
She's an advisor. She's actually
okay.
a lawyer, I believe, by trade.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who now has to be advised on that situation about what did she do? She was broadcasting or promoting Ivanka's line, Yeah. So, I mean, and the White House is now being very selective about who they allow to come into these news conferences.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to regulate everything.
Exactly. So who's being fake now? You want to talk about fake news?
Is that a commentary?
Where's the root of the fakeness?
Rewind.
I don't know. That made me nasty. I'm just saying, if they're going to call out somebody for being fake, looks to me where the fakeness is beginning with them trying to filter out who you let in and who you don't.
Right. So you're going to let all the quote-unquote good people or the people that they want only to come in. And
the media outlets that are favorable to you and say things that you like or things that you think don't put you in a negative light per se, they're allowed to come in. Mm-hmm. But the ones that you say fake news, we don't like what you report. Right. Oh, you can't come to a press briefing? How are they supposed to do their job?
I know. It's supposed to be always two sides,
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
And it's called free press for a reason.
Ooh-wee.
What happened to, which amendment is it? Free speech? Is that the First Amendment?
Is that the First Amendment, Papa?
Don't get me going.
I think the first one is free.
I think I failed government, so I don't want to misquote.
The ability and the ability to speak freely is one of the number one priority of the world. So that has to be the first constitution as far as that.
And they're not letting the press do that. So Kellyanne Conway, she's on the kissing list. I got her number one.
Yeah, she's always on the list.
Okay. I haven't heard too much about her lately, but...
she's been laying low since that Ivanka Trump debacle.
Yeah, look, her boss, quote-unquote, the president probably said, look, your ass chill for a minute.
Go somewhere and sit down.
Yeah, plus Saturday Night Live smashed their head on the pavement.
They did.
Crazy.
Woo! That's Saturday Night Live, boy. They are raw. They
fell out the window. Oh, what a crazy skit that was.
Okay. Well, if you guys got any questions or comments we're talking about, hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1. We're still trying to figure out what Omarosa does.
Yeah, I would like to know.
I think we figured out the other black guy, Ben Carson. I think we know what he does.
He's the resident, and never mind, I'm not going to say it.
The resident's what? Red Ryan?
Spook that sat by the door. Anyway.
You sure you're not in therapy?
No, I'm just trying to get my radical fist out of the air.
Okay.
It keeps going back up in the air like that, and I'm trying to deal with that.
It's all good.
It's still Black History Month, so I got to get it in.
Time for another cocktail.
I'm all right with that.
Okay. I'm going to get in this last hot topic here. Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
See what I'm saying? Capital One eyed an anti-money laundering probe. Look, here's what's in Capital One's wallet. Mm-hmm. Federal and state investigators request for information about the U.S. banking giant's anti-money laundering program. Investigations by the Department of Justice, Department of Treasury, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, and the Manhattan District Attorney Office in New York.
They all crawling up in that.
Yep, focus on certain former check casher clients of Capital One's commercial bank businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So the closure reworded information the bank reported in previous Securities and Exchange Commission's filing. Investigators have also sought information about the bank's required internal safeguards to prevent money laundering transactions. So it sounds like they've been doing some things themselves. They have something in place, but, you're going against what you already put in place.
Well, somebody's cashing checks from the inside. Is that what they're doing?
That's what it sounds like. It's a certain former check casher clients of Capital One's commercial bank businesses, right?
Uh-huh.
So I guess these different justice departments are looking into their practices, what they're doing, and what companies they're dealing with. Capital One also noted that it is already subject to 2015 consent order with the Office of the Controller of the Currency concerning regulatory discrepancies.
Discrepancies.
In the bank's anti-money laundering program. So, they put these things in place, but yet you're going against what you put into place.
So if I don't know if this is true, but I'm wondering who's monitoring these anti-money laundering programs. Are they monitoring themselves?
No, they put these programs in place. Capital One put it in place.
But who's the one monitoring the program is what I'm asking. They put it in place, but I'm saying, is this their program or do they have an outside party?
No, it's their program. So the Department of Justice and Department of Treasury, they have, I guess, looked at their books and say something's not right.
But see, this sounds like when the police investigate themselves. You know what I'm saying, Poppa DD? Mm-hmm. This sounds like if you have a program in place and you're supposed to be watching and monitoring it and administering the program, who's watching over the person administering the program? If you don't have some outside entity who has no vested interest in it, then that's like the police policing themselves.
Right.
That's never going to work.
Well, let me go on and say the Office of the Controller, the OCC consent form, found that Capital One has failed to adapt and implement an adequate anti-money laundering compliance program.
That explains why.
An inadequate system of internal controls and ineffective independent testing.
Well, there it is.
There it is.
If you don't have any internal controls, that's like having the wolf watch over the chicken.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think he's going to snatch one every now and then? And say, I don't know where that chicken went. It must have run off.
I mean, now I'm understanding how they able to pay for Samuel Jackson and all these other.
And Jennifer Garner and her father.
Yeah, and all these other folks that are doing these different commercials.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're in your wallet, like you see in Capital One, credit card everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere, yes.
Well, I personally dislike that company because they go after a lot of young people.
Mm-hmm.
They go after young people, like when they find out that you're about to go to college, right out of high school, they're like, hey, here's a credit card for you. Mm-hmm. You're getting ready to go away to college. You need a credit card.
Right.
Don't worry about its 35% interest. It's all right. Just sign on the dotted line. Yeah, here's $5,000.
A couple months later,
30% interest. It's okay. No, it's not okay.
But it says Capital One neither admitted or denied the findings.
Of course they didn't. They don't want to implicate themselves either way. Blood-sucking leeches.
So then, in all of that, the action required the bank to submit a comprehensive anti-money laundering plan to the regulator.
Please. Give me a break.
Yeah.
They just need to get a third party, come in there and take a big old flashlight and ram it up somebody's rear and say, we're going to find out where the problem is.
Wait, why?
I'm just saying, you got to get to the root of the problem.
So we're going to put Capital One on.
Oh, please put them on the kiss it list. Exactly. That's some craziness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Woo. Got me fired up.
Okay. So after all that, we need another cocktail. The bartender, he need to come back and give us a cocktail. So we're going to take a little CC break.
Okay. And then we're coming back with the Hit It and Quit It headline.
Then Quit It headline.
All right, let's do it.
All right, students, settle down, settle down. Today's lesson is on weed etiquette. Just because weed has been legalized in certain states, people need to understand that they should use weed etiquette when visiting friends and family. Now, if you choose to smoke weed when visiting friends and relatives who don't smoke weed, please remember these rules. Number 1, go outside. Number 2, collect the roaches. Number 3, stand away from the house. Number 4, wash your hands and mouth when you come back inside. And remember, everyone does not want to get high with you. So don't take it personal. Some people may be on parole. Some may be interviewing for jobs where drug testing is required. And some may be in AA and they just can't get high with you. Maybe they just don't like the smell of weed. Did you think of that? So remember, if you sit in a car and smoke weed and come back in the house and sit on their nice upholstered furniture, that smell will remain in their sofa for quite a while, and they may not like that. Weed is not a cologne or a perfume. Everyone doesn't want to smell it. So make sure you use weed etiquette when you do your thing. This has been a public service announcement for Weed Etiquette, and we thank you for your time. Hey, Pop, pass what you doing, man? What you doing?
I'm waiting for the teacher to get
Students, settle down. Settle down. Hey. Students, okay, share with the teacher. Why? Share with the teacher. Students, share with the teacher. Open the window, please. Open the window.
Okay, all right.
Welcome back to Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel
Hello.
and Redwine.
That's why, darling.
Oh, here we go.
Power to the people.
Okay.
Got a call?
We have a caller.
The thing is, though, something like that. Nah, but look, but the
Right
thing
here,
is, though, I feel like
caller.
something like that.
Hello. Hello.
You gotta stay in this lane. You're gonna make this right on my way, part.
Okay, we're gonna come back.
Hey, we're going to come back to the caller.
Caller, we were trying to get you on the air, but you were in another conversation.
Man,
so we're gonna bring you back in a moment.
You was preoccupied with the world.
Got a lot
We had
going on.
multiple conversations going on.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it moving.
This is back again when you want to come back. We have our Hit It and Quit It headlines.
Come on, what you got?
I don't have this particular story.
Caitlyn Jenner?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, I have that story.
Oh, Redwine. Yeah.
Come on with it.
Yeah, let me tell you about this craziness here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know, I appreciate
Caitlyn
what
Jenner or the
no,
other
the
part?
story itself. You know, these things seem like they just never go away. But, you know, Caitlyn Jenner was one of Donald Trump's high-profile celebrity supporters during the election.
Mm-hmm.
But now Caitlyn is criticizing the president this past yesterday, for revoking an Obama-era order protecting transgender students' rights to use the bathroom of their choice. So this whole bathroom thing is still going on. I don't understand why is this such a big issue. You know, I'm not following it.
I don't either.
So Caitlyn says, I have a message for President Trump from, well, one Republican to another. This is a disaster. That's what she said on a Twitter video. She said, and you can still fix it. You made a promise to protect the LGBTQ community, so call me. So whether the president will call Caitlyn, who knows. But, you know, basically back in April, Trump said that Jenner was free to use whichever bathroom she pleased when visiting Trump Tower. And he also criticized the North Carolina bill, which requires people to use the bathrooms matching the gender on their birth certificates. So it's like, okay, on the one hand, you're like, well, when you come to Trump Tower, you can go in whichever bathroom you want. But then he turned right around and said, but I have a problem with the bill that North Carolina passed, saying that you have to use the bathroom of your birth certificate gender. So he's saying that, you know, it was, well, in other words, he agreed with saying you should, wait a minute, let me see, which way did he say? He criticized North Carolina for telling people use the bathroom based on your birth certificate. But then he was on the same side with her,
right,
saying it's all good, whatever you want to do. But now it seems like he's kind of switched sides on this topic. So Caitlyn Jenner is calling him out, saying that this whole thing is a disaster, you need to call me. So I guess we'll have to wait and see whether the president reaches out to Caitlyn, and I'm not quite sure what Caitlyn Jenner thinks she can do to fix this situation, because it's not just North Carolina. This seems to be a widely growing national problem, but I don't know.
This is a bunch of mess.
Yeah, it really, I mean, I'm just trying to understand, is it that hard to just put another bathroom in that doesn't have any gender label on it at all?
Yeah.
So if you have one bathroom that says male, one that says female, and one that just says bathroom.
Right. Or, because I've seen bathrooms have, you know, the little skirt and the man, you know. So, or it's the family, you know, bathroom, whatever. They put family and have male and female.
I've seen that. I have seen the one that has like one pant leg and then the other half, it's like half pant leg, half skirt. So it's like whatever you want to do,
Right.
you can use this restroom.
Right.
Whatever
What's his
are.
family? Because I've seen, the bathroom's big enough, the whole family goes in there and uses it, or the wife goes in there and changes the baby diaper, whatever. But you're right. It's just a big deal out of nothing.
Was it a law when Barack made it, or?
I think he did sign something that gave certain freedoms and said people should be able to use whatever restroom
you were born
the gender that they identify with, not what they were born under.
Oh, okay.
I think that goes a little deep.
And then people started, like, locally or state by state fighting against that.
I got you.
Well, I think it's going to get even deeper, because when you go to use whatever bathroom you feel that you're going to use, you have to worry about the people that are inside that bathroom and what they're going to think.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It all depends on what's happening, because you can't traumatize somebody that's in there with their daughter, and vice versa. Somebody's in there with their son, or or what have you. It could be very traumatizing.
My thing is, if you look like a female, like Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, I've seen a lot better females than her looking for.
Well, it's not about if you look good, but I agree.
Just go to the female bathroom.
If
You just go
you
to
look
private
female-ish
Right.
and you walk into the ladies' room,
Right.
I mean, is somebody going to be in there monitoring people, looking under your skirt or checking your genitals? Like,
I mean,
let me see if you were really a female.
if they're coming out the bathroom, they may look at you strange, but they going out.
But you know what, though? See, when you're saying that, you're telling the whole world to
Accept you.
accept that, and that's never going to happen, because this world is not made like the stylistic said. People make the world go around, and the pluses and the minuses and the agrees and disagrees is what makes this country function every day.
But I think it's just a thing of people just being scared. So if it's somebody like Caitlyn Jenner and I see them coming in the bathroom and I'm in the bathroom, yeah, I'm gonna look at them strange, but just don't come in the store with me. I think that's people's misconception.
Right.
I'm not that way, so don't.
But once
come
he's
at
in
me
there,
in that-
who knows?
I mean,
Well,
but
that's
that's
the
the case for
Mama,
every gender.
How about
You don't know what somebody's going to do once they enter a restroom.
Yeah, because they might be what you call them, hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
You don't know.
It could just be crazy. They don't have to be. It doesn't have to be about somebody trying to, do something or some kind of sexual predator.
So where is what's her name?
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn. Where is she now with this when she goes to the bathroom? Is she?
I don't know. That's a good
is
question.
still-
Which one did
is
she use?
Is she still standing up? Is she sitting down? Do we need a urinal or elongated toilet?
I don't
What do
know.
we
Hey,
need?
Caitlyn, if you're out there, give us a call
Yeah,
and let us know. Can you clarify that?
Are you sitting down? Or are you still standing up? Because I think
I don't know.
going to that urinal is a hard habit to break.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he did the whole thing. The whole.
I don't know if he went
Not
all
this
the way with that operation.
No.
I know he got the boobs and the facial thing.
I think if
and
you
all
go all
that.
the way, you have to be the recovery time.
What's so funny, Papa? But the
I
recovery
don't
time
know.
would be longer.
I don't
The
know.
recovery. I'm just thinking personally that if I had that change like that, my recovery time would be at least 7 years.
You wouldn't come out for at least 7 years.
Well, I had 3 years of trauma, 3 years of emotion, 4 years of healing,
Well, I was going to say the average man would probably need at least 6 months to recover from cramps.
6 years.
So,
Cramps?
yeah. No, I'm just saying the average man would need at least 6 months just to recover from menstrual cramps.
I'm not gonna get cramps.
I'm just saying in terms of dealing with pain and discomfort.
Because you're just having
So
something
for
removed.
something like that, you probably would
You're going
need
to
a
have
lot
cramps. You're
of
going to cramps.
I'm just saying, men don't deal with pain.
You can only get cramps if you have something that was already installed.
I don't mean literally. I'm talking about pain. Something like
pain
that.
of what though?
I said
menstrual?
something similar to menstrual cramps.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
Men
you're
don't
just
deal
having
with pain
something
very
removed.
well.
You ever eat crabs?
You like Chesapeake Bay crabs?
Yeah. A male crab and a female crab?
Yeah.
What, calling
Okay.
each other?
Skin crabs, yeah.
When you eat a female crab, what does it have in it that you got to clean out?
The eggs.
Which are like the yellow, we
Yeah.
used to call it dead man. Yeah.
What's your point, Papa?
Because dead man and crab,
Thin man fingers.
Just like just the ovaries.
How do we get into these things?
I'm being very serious. You guys.
Okay. Jenna, you started this.
Yeah.
Let us know what it is.
See, when it comes to changing to a real female, there's a huge installation involved. Transmission, crankshaft.
Oh Lord.
There's a lot of things involved. There's
you got to get a tune-up,
fallopian tubes,
oil change.
Right. Now, when you're going from male to female, going from male to female is just a matter of. I don't think they cut it off. I think they push it up inside out or something. I don't know.
My God.
So wait a minute. So what happens if a female wants to be a male? What happens then, Papa?
Well, there has to be some type of artificial insulation, and then they got this thing that looks like. You ever seen the things you muddle with? The muddler.
Oh no!
Don't tell me they use that.
I just use the muddle for these drinks.
Oh my gosh! I will never look at a muddler the same way.
The penile transplant looks like a muddler.
Okay.
And they put your flesh around it, and they create some things, and they take some fat
I think I've heard of that.
That sounds really
We're going to put Papa on the kiss the list because she don't know. We're going to keep it moving.
Okay.
All right, what else is happening here? We need to definitely quit that story.
We're going to change gears for a minute.
Woo!
J.C. Penney's.
Okay, what are they doing?
Yeah, what they doing, Papa?
Oh, y'all sneaking up on me.
That's what I do.
J.C. Penney's is closing 140 stores in early 2017.
Wow.
Now, I told Ketel and Redwine years ago how this whole merging thing is not only going to merge, it's not only going to minimize the world for how we really see it. I mean, one company in particular right now is raising hell is AT&T. They're raising hell. You hear me?
But finish the story with J.C. Penney's.
But this is relative. This is relative.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's relative.
All right.
See, I'm a good lawyer, so I go off the beaten path.
All right.
And come back to a point.
All right, come on now.
Okay. Now, when you have a situation where it comes to merging aspects of things, you have to understand that the big beast is the one that's in charge. AT&T is in charge. AT&T swallowed up DirecTV like it was a piece of shrimp, miniature shrimp. And now they brag about it. You call DirecTV, they say, thanks for calling AT&T controlled DirecTV. Hello, we run them jokers now.
I guess Burger King gonna say the same thing about Popeye.
And now they're doing things. So it's exactly.
I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Okay.
Inadvertently. But the munching thing is really going on. Everybody's just chewing everybody else up. And we have to see what the boys are going to be left, because when you have the power to merge, sometimes you don't have the power to clean up like you should.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like taking over a kitchen, but ain't nobody washing no damn dishes.
Was J.C. Penney going to clean up? What they going to do?
All right, let's talk about J.C. Penney since you guys are egging me on here. J.C. Penney's is closing 140 stores in early 2017. All right, the U.S. retail chain planned to close as many as 140 what they call brick and mortar locations after announcing disappointing results over the holiday season. Now, they're closing this because disappointing results for the holiday season. What they have to focus on is not getting rid of people, but they should focus on their competition and who around them made money during the Christmas holiday. Because that's what you're missing. You're blaming on the people. Let's close stores. Well, if you close stores, you're going to have the same problem if you don't focus who your competition was. And I think that's what they're missing, because nowadays you can get clothes from Walmart. Everybody sells clothes nowadays. Everybody. Marshalls, all these discount stores, clearance racks. Everybody goes straight to the clearance rack no matter what store they go in. But anyway, J.C. Penney's is a traditional store that's been around for a long time. It has a long-going sort of semi to half to three-quarterly conservative base, where people are more, it's a conservative store. You go in there, you don't go in there like you go in places like you walk around in, what store can I say? Kohl's. Kohl's is, it's kind of sloppy stuff off the shelf and things like that. But J.C. Penney's is a little sophisticated in his own right. Quieter, it's not no Marshalls. Marshalls going to do what you want to do and let yourself be free. But J.C. Penney's a little more sophisticated. But now their sophisticatedness has gotten them in a sling. So, but like I said, you can't take it out on the people. when there's probably a Walmart across the street that's selling a bunch of crappy clothes more than they are. So we'll see what's going to happen with this situation. And being the fact they're having trouble, it's just a matter of time before somebody comes and swallows them up, right?
Probably.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
So we think y'all
That's how it goes.
want to get together and buy that monkey?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and write that check. I mean,
Okay.
it's like some other stores in Jeopardy, like the Red Stars in Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Because, quiet as it kept, the talk going around is somebody's interested in buying Macy's. So we'll see.
Yeah, but they'll call it
See
something
what
else.
happens. But a lot of things, a lot of reasons why these stores are closing is because everyone is shopping online. Amazon said they want to be the #1 online store, and he has accomplished that.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
It's just crazy. I mean, from them delivering stuff through drones to whatever. I mean, free shipping and everything. So that's their competition. And they just can't sustain themselves as far as in the brick and mortar building.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
That overhead to keep those buildings,
That's
those
damn
huge buildings,
Oh, sure.
prime real estate,
Sure.
the utilities, all those employees, it's expensive.
It is. So, I've heard Macy's is laying off some folks too. Closing stores and laying off folks too. So
Oh, well.
Sad.
it is what it is.
All right, let's keep it moving. What else do we have?
It'll take a long time to recover.
Yeah, well.
It is. Because we'll go back to J.C. Penney's for a minute. They were in trouble about, 5 years ago when they tried to bring in Ellen DeGeneres. Remember trying to do the J.C. Penney commercials and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
They were in a hole already.
Remember Kmart? They fell
Yeah.
because they were going through all kind of stuff, trying to stay afloat. They started closing down stores, and I think they did some kind of a bankruptcy reorganization, whichever chapter.
Right.
Which one is that, 11 or 13, one of those? Yeah. And I think it might have saved some of them, but they lost a lot of stores.
They sure did.
I think you can still buy Kmart stuff online, but at least in the DMV area, I don't even know where any Kmarts are anymore. I think they're all gone.
Sears brought them out.
Oh, it's still one there?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sears, but I'm saying as far as the stores, the brick and mortar stores.
And now Sears is in trouble. Nobody's buying anything that Sears used to sell.
Yeah, Sears is going down.
They used to be the #1 store between Montgomery Ward and Sears. Montgomery Ward is long gone.
that's old school.
Sears, it's like, you just have to be swallowed up and just fold, really, or sell out,
Montgomery Ward. How old is Ketel anyway?
I don't know.
I'm gonna keep moving. We know you're in therapy, Papa.
74.
North Kakalaki, the billboard turns heads. A billboard in Winston-Salem, North Kakalaki, North Carolina, will be at the heart of a protest on Sunday after some in the community took offense to the 7-word sentence. Real men provide, real women appreciate it.
Wait a minute, so the billboard said what?
Real men provide, real women appreciate it. I'm trying to understand.
So people are offended by that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who owns the billboard? They're not the people that put it there, so I guess everybody's having a fit. It's owned by White Hart Outdoor Advertising, but the company is not sponsoring the message. It says President Bill Whitehart told the paper that the person who bought the advertising space will be coming forward with a statement in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But I know they're going to be protesting on Sunday. So it's going to be interesting.
So the people are saying that they have a problem with that statement?
Yeah. So real men provide. So if you're a real man, you provide. But you're for real
And real women do what?
Appreciate it?
Huh.
I don't know. What?
I can see how that would be a problem for some people.
Explain.
Thank you.
Well, are you finished? Because I'll give you my opinion on that.
No, go ahead. I'm finished.
My opinion on that is that because when you say real women appreciate and real men provide, while I do believe that if you have a relationship, I guess it depends on how you look at a relationship. Because if you're looking at it from more
what type of relationship, a man and a woman?
Right. If you're talking about a male-female relationship, and if you're looking at it from more of a Judeo-Christian perspective, then the Bible says that a man should provide for his household. But it does not say that a woman should show appreciation So I'm like, you got half of it right. But what about all this? A woman should appreciate it. I think the two people need to appreciate each other.
Okay.
So just to say that a man should provide and a woman should appreciate it, it almost sounds like you're saying that the woman should not be providing or contributing, that she's supposed to just sit back and be the recipient and be appreciative that this man went and did something and brought something home, and she's supposed to just show her appreciation. I would have a problem with that.
Okay, so what if it read differently? What if it read, real women provide and real men appreciate it?
Then I'd be cool with that.
See what I'm saying?
You know what's funny, y'all? It's funny you guys are saying that.
Ooh, boy.
That's been the number one pet peeve that I have always said concerning women. I'm not saying it in a bashing mode.
Okay.
I think the number one thing that, now, if we're going to use a male-female scenario in this, we have to go old school with this, because the word provide is not even in the new millennium generation, okay? Them jokers don't provide for nothing.
Right.
Charity begins within their asses, okay?
Right.
No disrespect, millennials, but y'all ain't that generous. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk on to the old school people.
Okay.
Most of your old school people witnessed providing by witnessing somebody that was a provider. So therefore, they learned how to do it. Providing means, to me as a man, as an older school man, is that you would always give your mate or significant other the better of the two. The better car, the better blanket, the better coat, the better gloves. Everything is better. Everything is warmer. Everything is more comfortable. Everything is easier to pull. Now, a lot of people, now on the other side of the gender, if the female is the breadwinner, let's say the female makes 3 times as much as her male counterpart, or her, I won't say counterpart, her male mate. What she has not learned to do is be a provider. She'll go to the BMW dealership or the Mercedes-Benz dealership, and she'll patronize those assholes. I'm in therapy, excuse me.
Okay.
She'll patronize them. And then she'll go buy a nice house, and she'll patronize them with a $300,000 house. And now she's known as a strong, independent woman. But she has not graduated to being a provider. Because, for one, she fucked her money up in 2 different aspects. Instead of looking at the family or the situation in front of her, she wants to grab the BMW and a new house and get the title and the honor and the bragging rights of her friends. That, oh, look at Betty. She got it going on. You know what I mean? And now the husband or the boyfriend sitting back there pissed as hell because he's shaking in the winter, freezing his ass off. He's a blue-collar worker. He's making $45,000 a year. She's making $225,000 a year, and she's paying, and she's bitching because she has a Mercedes note. The Mercedes broke down. Now she got to take it to the expensive dealer, and that part's not covered. Now she got to pay $750. So she's constantly complaining about how she's maintaining her luxuries.
So are you saying that instead of her getting a more reasonable car and making sure
not
her
a
man
reasonable car.
has a
Make sure the
car.
person you're involved with is happy first, and the
Well, let me
car
ask
will
my
fall
question.
into place.
But my question is, are you saying that it would be a better decision to, instead of investing in, for her to buy a high-end car, and while her man, let me finish my point.
Go ahead.
While her
I'm
man
sorry.
is driving something that may be 15 years old and held together with duct tape
Right.
and spit.
You should have looked at that first.
Right. Instead of going and buying a high-end car, why not the two of you get together and say, look, you need a car, I want a car. Let's try to do something together where you can get a better vehicle, I can get a better vehicle, and then we both have a
Right.
good vehicle.
Take the car out of the equation. She should still be messing with his needs. The dealership that she went to shouldn't even be in the equation yet until he's happy, providing he's a good man and there for her and got her back.
Because she's the provider.
Because she's the provider.
So you're saying
So
if she's going to take on the role of provider,
she's
then
never
be a good provider.
because she's always been a daddy's girl, and nobody ever said, look, this is what you have to do. Just like the song Patches. Patches, I'm dependent on your son. Okay? Where the father told the son on his dying bed, Patches, I'm dependent on your son to pull the family through. My son is all up to you. So the son embalmed that particular aspect. But the daughter was somewhere else doing something else. So she never got that speech from her dying father. So the aspect of providing never went her way.
Well, I can respect that.
So, and I'm like I said, I'm not, it has nothing to do in particular. See, one thing that happens in the world of the millennium today, everybody sits back and has an opinion, and they want to douse stuff or pour water over stuff, you know, they just want to kill the aspect of it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to always be a male, female. It could be female, female. Whoever is making the most money and better situated, if you love that person you're involved with, you should look out for their needs first. If that person's in your life and you love them. It's just that simple. Get off your high horse, your two-door sports car or whatever, and your mate's sitting there loving the shit out of you, and they're driving or whatever.
A piece of crap.
Exactly. Get off your high horse.
No, I agree
and that's
with
the
that.
biggest problem nowadays because a lot of people have not learned how to be provided, and mostly on the female tip because the old school has not mellow-trotted into the millennium. Old school people have not taken the millennium aspect into their arms. They're like, you know what?
Well, I think that's because the current generation, their focus tends to be on me, myself, and I. And it's very hard to be more sympathetic or empathetic toward anybody else's needs when all you can think about is me, me, me.
You know what, Redwine? I think the more you sit next to me, the more you learn every week.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm
trying to hit you to something. You know what?
This is hit it and quit it. That's
Woo! Oh, I'm going to hit it in a minute.
I done started.
How was that?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm learning by osmosis.
Woo!
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah, that was real good. Was it good for you?
It was good. I'm like a dog laying in the backyard in the sunshine. You ever see a dog laying in the sunshine?
Yeah.
Smart.
Well,
Smart
I got
dog.
one for you about Marco Rubio. We haven't heard about him in a minute.
Yeah, what's he doing?
Well, if you've been seeing it in the news, a lot of these senators and congresspeople or whatever their titles are, there has been a big uproar at these town hall meetings. Apparently, when Congress is in vacation, they go back to their home districts and they have these town hall meetings
Allegedly.
to hear from their constituents.
Supposedly.
Yeah, allegedly and supposedly, so that they can hear from their constituents. Well, lately, these town hall meetings have been off the chain. People have been showing up, and they've been lighting these Congress people up. And it has gotten so bad that people have been, like, drowning out their Congress people, telling them things like, no, do your job, and they're chanting.
Oh, yeah, I think I have.
It's been radical. I love it. So Marco Rubio, what had happened was, one of his constituents confronted him yesterday about why he was not doing a town hall meeting during Congress recess, and he gave him what appeared to be a very honest answer. Marco said, I don't know, man, because town halls, people get rude and stupid on both sides. So the community organizer from the Florida chapter of the Union Service Employees International Union tweeted a video of the whole encounter, and the person ended up, of course the video went viral, and people started looking at it, and they didn't appreciate him saying that even though he said on both sides, people get rude and stupid. And I guess he just didn't want to go through the embarrassment of being shouted down at a town hall. So what they ended up doing is his constituents went on and held the town hall on his behalf with him not being there. They put an empty suit standing up to represent Marco Rubio, and one woman was up there pleading with this empty suit to not repeal Obamacare, and she was saying because it'll leave her uninsured and she would be unable to afford her medication. And then she would be confined to a wheelchair and be unemployed, etc. So now they got this empty suit sitting up there on the platform to represent the absent Marco Rubio. And, I mean, that's what they ended up doing, and that was in Florida. So when the man who confronted him on Thursday suggested that the town hall would allow him to hear from the people that he represents, Marco Rubio said he didn't need to hear from the people. He said, I've heard the people. I ran for office, and I told everybody I was against Obamacare. I told everybody I was in favor of the things I was in favor of, and I'm going to do what I told people I'm going to do. I don't need to come to town halls. I don't need to hear from everybody. I already know what I'm going to do. I already told you what I'm going to do. And I don't need all that.
And this is Rubio saying this.
That's Rubio saying that.
Wow.
He was like, look, I already ran. I already won. I already told you what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. I don't need to do this. And that was his point of view on it. So can you please put Marco Rubio on the kiss it list?
You know what's so sad?
You
know what's so sad about all this is that what Rubio has is a job of an elected official. Which means you didn't have to interview for this job. You just had to get voted in.
Exactly.
And he's voted in as a senator who has a very good life. Okay? And he was sweating his kahunas off when the election was going on. But now that he won, he's in a whole nother frame of mind. I'm not going out there. I'm not doing this. These people that voted for you.
Right.
How do you not go back to somewhere that put you in office? How you just tell them to kiss my grits?
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
That's just so rude and so ungrateful.
We'll see what happens.
I hope those people who were there with that empty suit because he refused to come, I hope they all vote for somebody else next time around.
Well, I think the midterm election is going to be more different than they've ever been. But they'll rig it. They're probably rigging the election polls now. They're thinking while we're sleeping.
Yeah, well, I got one more hit.
I don't put anything past him.
Crazy. So I have him on the kiss it list.
Hit it list. On the hit it list. Yeah, that'll be a new list.
Oh, I guess I better put down that cocktail.
Yeah, you cut off.
We're gonna get into that later. They call it ginger kiss. Delicious. Yeah, boy, Trump, DT administration signals a possible crackdown on states over marijuana.
Oh boy, don't get into that, man.
Well, got to. We're going to hit it and quit it. We're going to leave it alone. The White House put states that have legalized recreational use marijuana on notice that federal law enforcement agents could be targeting them soon. Why? It was the clearest warning yet that the Trump administration may move to disrupt the marijuana trade in the 8 states, including California. They have legalized the recreational use of pot. White House press secretary, Spicy, Sean Spicy
at it again.
They say at the Saturday Live,
Spicy.
He told reporters the administration had no plans to continue the permissive approach of the Obama administration, and that it viewed recreational marijuana use as a violation of federal law. So Spicy goes on to say the Department of Justice could initiate enforcement actions in states that have legalized recreational pot, alarm the multi-billion-dollar marijuana industry, and set up the administration for yet another confrontation with liberal states. Why are you bothering folks?
I'm saying, if they already have law that they voted on it in their state, and they
don't
made
think
it
they're
legal,
not talking about DC.
leave them alone.
Oh, sure. DC's part of it. Yeah, the 8 states.
But I'm saying, if they legalized it state by state, whatever states voted, that's what the people in that state want. Leave them alone.
So it goes on to say, ask whether states that have legalized recreational use could be targeted by federal actions. Spicer says, I do believe that you'll see greater enforcement. He said that while federal law prohibits raids of medical marijuana operations, that's very different than the recreational use, which is something the Department of Justice, I think, will be further looking into.
So they're talking about raids?
That's what it sounds like. I mean, anything that has...
When have they worked?
Anything that has Obama's name on it, they just trying to just rip it from the headlines or just take it out of...
Yeah, it's like they're trying to erase everything he did from history.
Right. So they're saying that the marijuana industry has been on edge since Trump's election. They're like, okay, what is he going to do next?
Mhm.
He's only been in office for a month and 4 days.
Right.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So they're saying that his position on this is kind of murky. Trump's position.
Yeah, he's murky.
So I don't know. It's just crazy. All of a sudden, so you're gonna start cracking down on people that is smoking marijuana because of
I'm just saying, if their states, if they put it on their ballot, and that state legalized it because the people spoke, is that not part of the democratic process?
Yeah, because
the people spoke. They said this is what we want. The majority won, and now they made it legal.
It's just like the president going back and forth with this, the immigrants.
Oh, God.
All of a sudden, you want to sit there and you want to sign this shit, and you just see, look what I did, and come on now, really?
It's so pathetic.
It just doesn't make any sense.
It's so pathetic.
It's crazy. But if you guys got any questions or comments we're talking about, hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Press 1 and get in the queue. Okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're coming back with Poppa DD and the ATM fees.
All right now.
This is the Pajama Party coming to you live. What's on your mind? Call us on 914-803-4306. Got an opinion or just want to say hello to the crew? Hello! You know what to do. Call 914-803-4306. If you just want to listen to the show online, go to www.apajamaparty.com and click the banner in the upper right corner. But if you want to talk to the crew, you need to call us on 914-803-4306 and press 1. We'll get to your call as soon as possible. It's nothing but fun and a pillow fight every Friday night at the Pajama Party. And remember, PJs only, no clothes allowed. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party. Bartender, another round for the house. Thank you, darling.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. One of those Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
Knows both of them work for me.
Oh, no, not that again.
Anyway,
what's popping tonight, Papa?
What's popping with me tonight is some disturbing news that I have ran across. I think everybody needs to start taking heed to, and we all need to stop being so lazy, and we all have to tighten up on this, and I mean real soon. It's amazing how people can even say that a penny saved is not a penny earned, because it really is. We got 3 banks out there. We got Chase Morgan, or J.P. Morgan, Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. Now, those 3 banks collectively, in 1 year, has collected $6 billion, billion with a B, in ATM fees. When the button says $3.50, press it if you want to continue. Okay, now you stand on a dark-ass street in a dark-ass corner with no money in your pocket. You pulled over to use a Mac real quick. Used to be called a Mac back in the day. I don't think a millennial know what the hell a Mac machine is. It used to be called a money access machine. They called it the Mac, and the term was I got to go tap Mac. But I think that was mostly up north. But because down in the DMV, they called it what y'all call it, murder or something? Tap murder or whatever.
ATM.
Anyway, yeah, ATM is more traditional. But anyway, it's $6 billion. But let's give all 3 of those banks $2 billion apiece for every time you press that $3, $2.50, and then they put a cap on it where the better the city you was in, or the more popular the city you was in, and what was happening during that time frame became, like if you go to New Orleans during the Essence Festival, you're going to crack a $4.50 fee right there in the hotel lobby. It'll blow your mind. You want to withdraw $60, you really withdrawing $64.50. And then your bank's going to get you for another $3 for using somebody else's bank. I'm like, well, damn. So that transaction for $60 costs you $7. And you do it over and over and over and over again. And you've got JP, Chase, 3 $2 billion. $2 billion. $2 billion, really?
Just
Damn.
in fees?
And you got Bank of America, who don't need the money, and you got Wells Fargo. $2 billion apiece. You know, I mean, I'll keep this segment to a small roar, but we have to do better. The object of that particular situation is, if I can make a recommendation, is that if you aren't at your own bank, have a tendency to withdraw more so it will last you longer. And try to find your own bank is the biggest remedy for anything. Because between this and fees for bags riding airplanes, 25 cents a bag, they're racking the money. Delta's killing them. Killing them. So once we find out how much these places are killing other people financially, we need to curb them. We need to curb their habits, because once a bank like Bank of America and J.P. Morgan and Wells Fargo is making money like that just on ATM fees, then they have the right now to treat us like crap, because any money they want to earn for slush money or games or summertime situation or Christmas secret Santas, they got money to have any kind of thing you can take. They can cover everything that bank wants to do, socially, anything. I mean, it's just a mess. So just in the future, you know, find out where your banks are. And like I said, if you got to go to another bank so you don't repeat it a day or two later, withdraw more money. Instead of getting 40, get 100. That way it lasts longer. You just got the one fee, and you're not withdrawing the very next day again. So that's all I got to say.
Oh, that's right. I hate paying those fees. See, you know how they get you is that if your bank is nowhere in the general area, I guess they figure, well, do you want to burn up $5 of gas trying to get to your brand?
I got you.
Or do you want to give us $3.50?
And then your bank charges you.
Yeah. And they figure, well, either you can pay us or you can pay the gas station, but you're going to pay somebody.
Right. I hear you.
So I agree, Papa.
And nobody needs to be paid. Everybody has enough money.
Get what you need and don't have to do
And the
that.
same scenario, like I said, is with the airlines with these bag fees.
Yeah, sure. 25 and 35 a bag.
A
That's
bag.
ridiculous.
That's why I go Southwest, baby. If they go to where you go.
I know that's right.
Soul plane. Okay.
That's my people.
Right now.
All right. Where do we stand here? What do we have?
Let's see. We got weird news coming up.
Well, lighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right now.
If that's what you call it. We're going to weird it up a little bit.
Okay.
Who's up first?
I am.
All right, go for it.
The Floridian tells police his dog shot his girlfriend.
Really? The dog did it?
Yep. When police asked the man how his girlfriend got shot in the leg, he blamed the dog. Jacksonville, Florida. Y'all, I ain't even finished the story. Y'all laughing already.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how the dog did it.
Jacksonville, but I have to say Jacksonville do have beautiful beaches, but
and dogs that shoot people.
Yes, Jacksonville, Florida, police responded to a 911 call about a shooting on Tuesday night. Met with Brian Murphy, who told them his dog Diesel had accidentally shot his girlfriend while she was in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy told officers he and his girlfriend, Summer Miracle.
Wait, the girlfriend's name is Summer Miracle?
Where the hell these names come from?
Okay.
Were sleeping when Diesel, the dog,
that name's pretty clever.
Him of wanting to go outside. When Diesel and Murphy went back into the house, the dog led the way into the bedroom. Murphy reported that he then saw a flash and heard a bang. He told police he thinks Diesel jumped up on a nightstand, causing a gun to fire. The bullet from Murphy's gun hit girlfriend Miracle in the leg. Murphy told police he covered Miracle's wound with a towel before calling 911. Miracle's not sure how she was shot, so she told police that she was asleep when the bullet struck her. Miracle was treated at a hospital for injuries that did not appear to be life-threatening. There was no word on whether charges would be filed against Murphy or Diesel, the dog.
That is weird. First of all, why do you have a loaded gun just laying on your night table?
I agree. That's a
Are
good
you
point.
expecting somebody to come in?
Well, now,
Who does that? Is that normal? I mean, wouldn't you normally at least keep it in a drawer or something?
Nah, if
You go to sleep at night and load your gun and have it ready to fire?
Have to think of maybe wherever he was living. Who knows? He might have owed somebody. Who the hell knows? Who knows the host? Right, Papa?
I guess it's possible. Anything is possible. I don't understand that, though.
Unbelievable.
It sounds to me like he did it and blamed the dog. And the dog can't tell his version of the story.
He embarked. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, I did it.
I don't know.
Oh, boy. What you got?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I've got one about a hair freezing contest.
Really?
It's the hottest thing going on in the Yukon.
Oh, Lord.
It says things are pretty chill in Whitehorse, Yukon in February, where the average temperature rarely exceeds 25 degrees. That's just too cold. But things can get heated thanks to a chilling hair freezing competition. The Takini Hot Pool is where they hold a contest every February since 2011. Mm-hmm. They invite people to come to the hot spring. There's a natural hot spring, and they submit their best frozen hair photos, trying to win $700 as the prize. Mm-hmm. So they give you some tips on how to get the best fresh frozen hair look, and they basically tell you to wet your hair, and then you just wait for it to freeze. Because if it's an average of 25 or below, and you're sitting in hot water, and your hair is wet, it will freeze. So they tell you to wet your hair and wet your eyebrows, and if you have facial hair, wet that too. And then it freezes, and then as it freezes, you twist it and do different crazy things with your hair and take pictures and submit it for this contest.
And where is this again?
This is in the Yukon. I guess they don't have anything else to do but have frozen hair contests.
Oh, Lord.
They said if you have really long hair, you should lay your hair on the side of the pool so that it freezes in single strands, and then you can, I don't know. And when your hair starts to freeze, mold it. So if you're into that kind of thing, go to the Yukon in February, and you can get in on the hair freezing contest.
Really?
Yeah, I'm tempted to put all of them on the kiss it list for being crazy. But anyway, what you got, Papa?
Well, I have here.
What you got? Let's see, where are we? Weird news?
I have the bald men of Japan.
Oh, boy. What are the bald men of Japan
More than
doing?
30 bald men gathered at a hot spring facility in Tsuruga City, Japan, on Wednesday to show off their hairless heads, okay, and have fun. Members of the city's bald men's club took turns competing in a unique game of tug and war by sticking a suction cup, which is attached to a single rose rope, to each end of their heads.
What?
Both sides were attempting to pull the cup off the other component's heads.
So they put a suction cup on their head connected to a rope, and then they have a tug of war to see who can pull the other one off?
Yeah, and this guy named Shizuki Akawawa.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That is weird.
Members of the club took turns competing in a unique game tug of war, like I said. And they're once they got dressed for the actual game, this other person named Manifesto Suzuki, 64, is the first-time participant at the tournament, said he used to feel real insecure about his bald head, but now he feels differently. I am proud, or maybe he should say, I feel good about being a bald man, Suzuki said, adding that he's started losing his fair share of hair when he was 40, and that thanks to the Bald Men's Club, he has his confidence back.
Yeah, I think that suction cup got to him.
They're tripping over there. They're so self-conscious, it's not even funny.
So which one is crazier, the hair freezing in the Yukon or the suction cups on the bald heads in Japan? Oh, no.
Oh, all of us crazy and weird.
Oh, my goodness.
I can't get with it. We're going to keep moving. We're going to take a little CC.
Let's see. I guess we can take a quick CC.
Take a quick CC?
Yeah, because I'm a little parched.
You're a little, okay, I bet you are.
Yeah.
Okay, another cocktail.
And then we're coming back with me. And I'm just saying.
All right.
You're in tune to the Late Night Adult Pajama Party right here on Blog Talk Radio. This is a production of DC Homegrown Entertainment. To share your opinion with the Pajama Party Crew, call us on 914-803-4306 and press 1. If you'd rather just listen in, you can still call us and listen on your phone, or you can listen online by going to our website, www.apajamaparty.com, and clicking the Listen banner in the top right corner. So join the conversation and let us know what you think about tonight's topics or whatever is on your mind. Okay, who turned the lights off? Call us now, 914-803-4306. Now back to the crew and more of the Pajama Party.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. One who's Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
And what segment are we at this point?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying?
Yes.
Mr. Redwine?
It's my turn to get the mic.
I think I saw an email that that particular segment canceled.
No. It is not canceled.
No, I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that?
No. I think you were reading the wrong email.
All right, well, go ahead on and, let the stuff be free.
Okay, well, tonight I'm just saying, this one is about paying for what vandals did. So there's an interracial couple in Connecticut that were minding their own business, not bothering anybody, and their home has been vandalized several times with racial slurs like nigger spray painted on their house. So in January, it happened again. And this time it was painted in large black letters on their garage door. So they went through the usual, called the police, and the police did the usual, nothing. Now, the previous times when it happened, this couple, who the man is black and the woman is white, they would clean off all the racial slurs after the police came and looked at it, did whatever they were going to do, but nothing ever, came out of the police investigations. So this time, this couple said they're going to take a stand because they're tired of it happening. They say they're not going to clean it off until the police do their job, catch the person or the people that are defacing their home and harassing them. And now the city, in its infinite wisdom, is now fining the couple $100 a day that they don't clean that graffiti off of the garage. They got a problem with looking at that word nigger spray painted on their garage, so they're going to charge the couple $100 a day for what the vandals did. They didn't put it on there, vandals did it. But they want to charge them $100 a day for not removing it. And I'm looking at it like, really? You want to bill the victims for the destruction perpetrated by the criminals? That's a whole different kind of injustice. I'm just saying. Now, this couple says that they didn't even get a police report on this last incident, so they're feeling like the cops aren't even taking it serious or doing anything about it. The police say that there's no witnesses, no video, so nothing is really happening, except for those daily $100 fines that keep racking up. And I know it doesn't look so nice and polite in a neighborhood to drive by and see nigger emblazoned on a garage door, but they didn't do it. The couple who lives there, they didn't put that there. This couple just wants everybody driving by to know what these vandals did to them and how the police are not doing anything about it. So, frankly, I don't blame them at all. I say make the world look at it. Let the neighbors look at it until they get tired of looking at it, and maybe they will help get the ball rolling and get something done. And I'm like, those fines, I think they can fight that in court. So I'm with them. Let the fines keep adding up. Freak those fines. They said they'll clean it off when the cops catch the people that did it and do their job. So maybe now the police need to step up their game and track down the culprits. So I can't help but wonder, though, if this was a different set of circumstances, okay, if this case would be treated so casually. I mean, I don't want to have to say it, but you know what I mean. If this was a different kind of couple, and I'm using air quotes, I wonder how quickly the police would have found a way to figure out who did it, catch him, and arrest him.
See what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, this couple has been victimized several times, and then the police now want to add to the victimization by giving them these stupid fines? Shame on them for that. So this is in Connecticut. I don't know what the city is, but please put this police department in Connecticut on the visit list for even doing this.
No, that's right.
Now, the police even offered to wash the graffiti off of the garage door, but the couple said, no, don't touch my garage. Leave it right where it is. And I say, good for them. Make everybody see that big black graffiti word nigger painted on their door. Fight the power. Make the police do their job. And if the good people of your community have a problem seeing nigger on your garage every day, tell them to help the cops find the people that did it. This is Redwine, and I'm just saying, why should you pay for what the vandals did to you? That's not justice. That's just wrong, and it's stupid. So I say keep your fist in the air and fight the power.
All right.
I ain't mad at him. Fight the power. Fight the power.
Where was this, the police department?
Fight the power.
What state?
In Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what city. I just know it was in Connecticut.
Okay, a police department.
So I'm saying fight the power.
Okay.
Fist in the air and fight the power. Don't wash the garage. Until they find the people that did it, leave it right up there.
I heard that. Uh-huh.
Freak those fines and fight the power. That's all I'm saying. Maybe.
All right.
I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're right on point.
Because that's crazy. This couple is minding their own business. Whoever's up there being a racist hater, they need to find them because this is not the first time this has happened. And for them to get fined because they don't want to wash it off again, please.
That's crazy.
I'd be like, you know what, bite me.
Just a kid, so okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I would tell the cops right
Bite
there.
me.
There it is.
All right, bite me.
Bite me twice.
We still didn't get a call from Omarosa.
No, she must be out tonight.
Okay, and find out what
She probably is out there usually listening, but somebody got to spy for DT. Maybe that's her job, to be the spy. She's the mole. Ooh.
There used to be a show called The Mole.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's before my time.
Whatever. We're going to keep it moving.
All right. You want to go to Living for the City or we breaking?
Come on, Living. What we living for?
What you got for us? Living for the
we
City?
can go Living for the City.
All right. Break it down for us one time.
Okay.
Kick it. I ain't scared of you people.
You know, when I wrote down a segment for tonight, I just had to put down two words that justified the whole situation. Was a skin decision. You know, that skin color and that strength of a look or strength of what you're projecting is really important today. I mean, I analyze everything I see everywhere I go. And lately I've been seeing a bunch of Negroes working in the environment with one white boss overseeing all of them, like it's some kind of a
plantation.
I wouldn't go that heavy, but it just seems like these people don't have no control over what they're doing. I don't think they're working as hard as people worked back in the day, but they're definitely out there, and it's a whole nother ball game. I think that most people of another persuasion that live in the neighborhood you live in, they feel they have to vote with something that's going to keep them free. Everybody wants to be free, you know? And even though Barack kept people on the high, there was a lot of white people that felt like they missed out or that they were behind in a lot of things, especially the different the travel aspect of things and doing what they couldn't do while Barack was in office, as far as getting a pass to do this and doing that, because they still got theirs. They weren't lacking anything at all. But once the whole regime changed in the White House now, as you can see with Trump's decisions of who he picked, it seems like it's all about the skin color. It really has nothing to do with integrity or what Martin Luther King said, character. Those days are gone. I mean, every time I see Trump, he's surrounded by a bunch of white men, and it's scary because there's no blacks in his inner circle at all. And I'm like, wow, where are all the strong, beautiful black men that should be flanking him in some respect? I mean, he don't have. If you got mostly white friends, I can understand that. Because anytime you take on a leadership position like a superintendent or an overseer or a comptroller or whatever, you're the main dog, your staff is usually going to look a little bit like you. Like anybody else. Italians pick Italians, Irish people pick Irish, but it seems like when it comes to the race of brown or the race of color, is that we're afraid to give our own people a big raise or a big position for fear of repercussion of promoting our own people. So it's so scary today. And then you got people to play that race card for their best interests. They'll come home at the end of the day, and they just rolling pretty good because they got a one-piece situation going on, and everybody likes them, and they just do what they want to do. I mean, it's just, when I say one-piece situation, I'm speaking of different weather women on these different news programs lately. Have you seen some of these weather ladies? The one-piece dress they have on. Everybody has this model-type look. But it's all about the skin. It's all about the color, having access. Everybody can do what they want to do as long as they project the right color skin. And it's just skin. I think it's so interesting how racism is merely based, I don't want to use that word too strong. Let's use the word unconscious favoritism. Let's break out of that racism, because that's a strong word. And to prove somebody's a racist is a lot of proving. Let's just say unconscious favoritism, where somebody will hire 5 white folks on the show and don't even think about hiring a black person until they mention it or something like that. And it's just, it's very interesting. I mean, I'm saying all that to say that the difficult times we have with decisions and things like that, we can't put things behind us. We really have to pay attention to what's happening, especially people of color right now, because it's almost like the Reagan years in the 80s. And Reagan was in office from 1980 to 1988. And it was the white man's world. They were loving it. They were getting what they've gotten, and they missed that. And they wanted the freedom they used to hold. So it's very deep and very interesting. And I just want to put that out there for them to see.
All right. Can I say I disagree on that?
Interesting.
Yeah, I have noticed I guess they're meteorologists. I'm not sure. But the women who tell you about the weather.
The weather, they all are white women who are built, straight up. It's like they got 9 little dresses in the back. And they all sew in this little dress. And the dress has a squeezing mechanism around their stomach, because they all have these little tight stomachs, and it's so popular. It's all over the place. And and they all.
I mean, they look good.
And they all get to play with Al Roker at the end of the day. I don't know.
The little short, funny-looking man.
Yeah, he's making jokes.
Well, wait a minute, but going back to last week, they got rid of Hall, Tamara Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad.
That was sad. And I don't think Al Roker stood up enough. I think at this point he was caring about his own job and didn't want to do anything. Well, it's his
well, I didn't think they were going to mess
his livelihood after all.
They were going to mess with Al Roker because his wife is in journalism and she knows too many people in high places.
Yeah, so. But we have to understand that we got to stop messing with everybody. How did a black girl become such a pawn? And how was she removed so simple and so easy? It's really deep.
I look at things as being a choice. They offered her the money and, she said no. So I think it was just her time to go. She got one door closed, another one opens, as they say. We're gonna see. So we're gonna take a little CC. We're gonna keep.
Yeah, we can afford to do that.
Yeah, we can afford to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you paid your bills this week, Pop?
I'm driving y'all down to $6.25 an hour.
Oh,
okay.
They
Thank
gave
you.
me some fat in the financial line.
625.
Must be nice.
All right, we're gonna take a little CC, and we can come back with the Hollywood wrap up.
Okay. This is Redwine, and you're listening to WPJP Blog Talk Radio Pajama Party. Check out my commentary. I like to call it I'm Just Saying, because sometimes I am just saying. It's just my opinion. It's what I think. Hey, you don't have to agree, but if you disagree, call us up. 914-803-4306. Hey, don't forget, they can catch us on Twitter also, and apajamaparty.com too. What's the number, Papa?
914-803-4306. I don't know how I got in the studio. Redwine came in here by himself, and me and Ketel just happened to come here and catch her stealing the airtime, as usual.
You know, I was trying to do my own promo, and y'all just happened to show up again. Oh, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. No, that's wrong.
And 6 o'clock Western Time. West Coast Time.
Right,
Okay.
right. Either way.
So if you're in California, call us at 6 p.m., 7 o'clock if you're hanging out in Colorado somewhere.
7 o'clock, that's Central Time. See, now we got it all twisted up.
7 o'clock if you're in...
Okay, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. Y'all do your math. Figure out where you are. Check your watch. 9 o'clock Eastern.
Right, okay.
Check us out.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 CP time, right?
Yep, that's right.
CP time, 9:15.
There you go.
All right.
All right, bartender.
Is that it?
Hey.
Bartender.
Hey, is that Mr. Lowe? Hey, come on, Mr. Lowe, the bartender.
I was trying to jiggle my ice in my glass, but it melted.
Oh, jiggle.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm your host, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
And as we go into our third and final phase of the show tonight, we're going to turn over to Ketel, and she's going to give us the Hollywood wrap-up.
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
Ketel? Okay.
Okay, what's happening on the West Coast?
Quite a bit. We got some things coming up and some things that have passed. This is our quote-unquote Oscars, I guess. Well, I have to say, our hometown girl, Regina Hall, she takes hosting to the next level. She's called, I guess, a quote-unquote comedy queen. That's what they're calling her now. She kept the audience laughing. I'm telling you, she was hilarious. She referenced everybody in the beginning, how she influenced everybody in their career and everything. I mean, people like Queen Latifah, Terrence Howard. I mean, you know, these were the honorees for the night. So recently, BET partnered with American Black Film Festival to present its second annual ABFF Honors Awards at the Beverly Hills Hotel. The sophisticated honors the tremendous work of black pioneers in film and television who pushed the boundaries of success. So we're talking about people like Denzel Washington. He was honored for the Hollywood Legacy Award. Queen Latifah, she was recognized as an entertainment icon. Terrence Howard, he was honored. The filmmaker F. Gary Gray, he was honored also. And Issa Rae, she's a newcomer. Rising Star Award. She won that award.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she has a show on HBO. They picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
That's good.
A number of A-lister ensembles also filed into the red carpet, including Queen Sugar, the cast of New Edition, and that New Edition series on TV was excellent.
Oh.
It was 3
I
series.
still didn't see that.
I'm telling you, you have to see it.
Okay.
It was excellent. And also the Love Jones cast. They won the Classic Cinema Award. You know, Lorenz Tate and Lisa Nicole Carson. I'm telling you, Nia Long, that famous scene in the car with both of them, they were talking about what had happened that night, the previous night. She was off the chain. Everybody has seen Love Jones. Yeah. What ABF is doing is celebrating and showing that validation among ourselves and our community. The legendary actress Cicely Tyson, she was there also. She made a special appearance when they gave an award to Denzel. I didn't know she's the godparent of his kids.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cicely Tyson is?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So she was there. She surprised them. They had folks like Lee Daniels, Pharrell Williams, Amari Hardwick, your girl Anika Noni Rose. She was there. Morris Chestnut, Viola Davis, also Deanna Ferris and Maxwell. They sang some of the soundtracks from Love Jones.
Oh, that's right.
So that was pretty good. Yeah, your boy Maxwell, he was off the chain.
Of course.
Good. Yeah. But they're going to continue to play it probably all weekend, but you guys have to see that. The ABF have honor awards. You got to see it. Going on to the Oscars. Milestones at the 2017 Oscars. Everybody's talking about La La Land. They may break a record. They may win 12 of their, they've been nominated, I think it's 14 times in different categories. And if they win at least 12, they're going to break a record for the most Oscars that a film has won. Among Titanic, it was a few other ones. Titanic, Ben-Hur, and there's one more that was in the running.
Titanic and Ben-Hur are in the running for what?
As far as the most Oscars that they were nominated for as far as that particular film. So it goes on to say the 2017 Oscars are going to be remembered as the host of milestones, particularly diversity. So we're going to see because they have a lot of films that are in the categories, like Hidden Figures. 3 black actresses were nominated in one category. Octavia Spencer, Viola Davis, and Naomi Harris. That's going to be off the chain.
Yeah.
Denzel, he's up for Best Actor for Fences. I still haven't seen that, but I have to go see it. Fences. And also Moonlight.
I'd like to see that.
Moonlight is one of the top films that is nominated also. I don't think they're going to win. I think it's going to be probably Hidden Figures or La La Land is going to win for Best Film.
Yeah, probably go to La La Land.
I hope not. Well, let's see. Or the one with Casey Affleck, the one Manchester by the Sea. Yeah. Everybody keeps talking about that he is the big front runner to win that, but, we'll see. So, also Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, they're the top-notch Best Actor and Best Actress. So
yeah, from La La Land.
From La La Land, right. So, okay, this Sunday, 2017 Oscars, they air this Sunday. Of course, as Papa say, Pacific time, 5:30, and Eastern time is 8:30.
Okay.
All right, on ABC. All right. Also, one last thing. Everybody gets a swag bag. The swag bag, they have all kind of goodies. A multi-camera system, Lush false lashes, Neutrogena Hydro Boost collection, also gourmet fresh-baked New York items. Guess how much the bag is? It's worth?
It's probably a couple thousand.
$25,000.
Are you serious?
A swag bag. Yep.
And they're giving everybody who's there $25,000 bag.
As far as the nominees and stuff.
Oh, just the nominees.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you meant everybody who attends.
And they even gonna they giving away a some type of Hamptons hotel, some big swag hotel, Barron's Cove Sag Harbor hotel in the Hamptons. A free night. It's probably about a couple $1,000 for just one night. But,
okay.
$25,000 swag bag.
All righty then.
The Hollywood wrap up.
All right, that's a good one. One last thing. Did you hear that Beyonce is not going to do Coachella?
Oh, yeah.
This year?
That's the festival, right?
Yeah, that music festival, the big one, Coachella. I guess because of her pregnancy, she had to back out of it. They say the Beehive is losing their mind because people already bought tickets expecting to see Beyonce, and now she pulled out. So
I wonder who they're going to substitute with that.
I don't know.
Can't substitute that.
Yeah, I was like, who can you get?
Can't substitute that. Mhm.
Oh, well, that was a good one for Hollywood. Oh, okay. Let's see. Cocktail of the week is the Ginger Kiss. And let's see. Are you going to do the cocktail of the week, Ketel?
Sure.
All right. What you got for us this week with the Ginger Kiss?
We've been sipping on this all night. And
it's right tasty.
Wonderful. Called the Ginger Kiss. It is made with fresh ginger root. They are serious. Ginger root and a wee sliver of habanero chili. So what you do with that is you get a slice of the habanero chili. You're going to cut 2 slices of the ginger root, and you're going to muddle that. You get those juices and all that out. Say you started something, Red Wine.
That is good.
Then you add about 1.5 ounces of gin, 1 ounce of lime juice, and 0.05 of the simple syrup. You can easily make simple syrup with the sugar and water and So you just put that in a shaker with ice. Vigorously shake that.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
And then you pour it into a martini glass. And that's your ginger kiss. But it will be on our website.
Oh, yeah.
So I would recommend your favorite gin, which is our favorite gin is the Bombay Sapphire. That's the top notch.
In the blue bottle.
You're right. You can't go wrong with that. So 1.5 ounces of the Bombay Sapphire gin.
Or 2.
See what I'm saying? Can't mess with red wine. A sliver of the habanero chili. You're going to muddle that with the 2 slices of the ginger. And you're going to put that in the shaker. Then you put your lime juice and your simple syrup. And don't forget your gin and your ice. And shake that vigorously. And you're going to put that over, you're going to put that in a martini glass. That is your Ginger Kiss cocktail.
And I'm loving it. If you like ginger, or the flavor of ginger, you would like this cocktail.
And the ginger does not overbear the drink.
No.
It has a nice taste to it. The ginger, the lime, just everything just coincides. It works. Yep. All right. Keep it moving to our kisser list. I have a list here.
Oh, yeah, let's see. Where did Papa go? I think Papa went to go find the bartender.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you about the Kiss It list. We're about to do the Kiss It list. Okay, the Kiss It list is a list that we compile every week of people who have misbehaved, cut up, shown off, shown their natural naked backside, and just acted a fool. So this week, the people who have made the worldwide Kiss It list are... Let's see. Start with your list, Ketel. Who do you have?
I have Kelly Ann Conway. That's the White House advisor. She don't know what the hell she's doing.
Oh, my goodness. That woman.
She's just acting a total fool. Ever since she talked about the Trumps and the clothes and all that.
Yeah, what is with her?
You haven't seen
it.
Yeah, that too. She's cool. Capital One for money laundering things. They put... something in place not to do it, but you're doing it anyway.
Money grubbing leeches.
Yep. What's in your damn wallet?
Yeah, really.
Marco Rubio.
Oh, yeah.
What was he doing?
He, instead of doing a town hall meeting for his constituents, he decided he didn't need to do that because he already knew what the people wanted when they elected him, And he felt like he had no need to hear from the people.
Oh, Lord.
He was going to do what he does, so they put an empty suit up there on the platform and had the town hall meeting without him. Now, how sad is that?
I know, I say it. And I have one more. The police department in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
About how they want to find the people for having
finding them $100 a day.
You're having the N-word on their, that the vandals put on their garage.
Exactly.
But you're going to find that family.
Make them pay for that.
And kiss it again. What
Okay, I got Sean Spicer, a.k.a. Spicy, for banning, who was it, CNN and the New York Times, I think,
really?
From coming to that news conference that was this week.
Oh, Lord.
Banned them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to put CBS on the Kiss It list because they banned that new show called Doubt. It was they only aired 2 episodes and they canceled it already, but they got 11 more episodes that now we don't even know if they're going to air.
What?
And I'm kind of ticked because Laverne Cox was in that show. This was her first, but her next show since doing Orange is the New Black.
Now, is that coming from the play Doubt or the movie Doubt?
I don't know. This was a series, it was like a legal drama series with Katherine Heigl, who was the main person, I guess, and Laverne Cox.
They canceled it?
Canceled after 2 episodes. And they haven't really said why. They haven't said why. So I don't know what's up with CBS, but I'm putting them on the Kiss It list.
What? Because, she was just out there, she was just out there doing a circuit on that.
Yeah. And they pulled the plug after just 2 episodes, and they got 11 more in the can. Because they shot a whole season of 13 episodes.
They're going to bring it back, but okay.
So I don't know what their problem is, but also I have this guy, Larry Nassar. He's the doctor for a lot of the gymnasts on the U.S. Olympic team, or gymnastic Olympic team.
Larry Nassar.
Come to find out, this guy was sexually abusing these young girls.
Okay, I did hear
I mean, putting his fingers in their body, talking about, this will help your back pain, and telling them all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, you don't know.
Right.
So he's doing all kind of nasty, crazy stuff. So that pervert, Larry Nassar, Nasty Nassar, you're on the Kiss It list.
Wow.
What else do we have? Who else? Who was the store that closed? J.C. Penney. Putting all those people out of work. You're on the Kiss It list.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget Capital One.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, okay. I put them on there again then.
Roger Goodell, you on there forever.
Of course, Roger Goodell.
So.
Is that everybody?
I think so, for tonight.
Okay, and since Poppa DD stepped out, we're going to put him on the Kiss It list. We got something for everybody on the Kiss It list. Here it is.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can't kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever-loving country ass. That's right.
All right, I'm back on Money Hills Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
Redwine.
Bonsoir,
And
darling.
that's our...
Can I say bonsoir, please?
Oh, I'm...
Bonsoir, darling.
I forgot.
Now, you may proceed.
Okay. Ketel, we know to give Redwine a 10-second intro when we say her name. We can't say anything for 10 seconds.
Okay, all right.
Thank you,
All
darling.
right. Again, and Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
7, 8, 9, 10. Can I talk now? Okay, we're talking again.
You may
Redwine got it out.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Last word for tonight.
Yeah.
I would like to say, as I have to say every week, in the days we are in now with the political aspect of life on fire and things that we've never seen before and the scariness of somebody else having a finger on the panic button, we just have to be thankful every day for the life we have and try to remain vigilant and free and happy, because It's vicious out there today. I don't understand it. I'm trying to understand Trump. I know Trump from Atlantic City with the hotels. You know, I don't know him with all his power. I know when he had Chicken Bone Beach down in Atlantic City. And now he's got more than the beach. He's got the whole world in his hands. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Okay. What's your last word, Redwine?
I just want to say shout out to that couple up in Connecticut that are dealing with that graffiti from the vandals. Stay strong. Fight the fines. Fight the power. You can make it. Don't wash that mess off until the cops find the culprits.
Yeah, it's usually the saddest in those interracial couples when it's a black man and white woman.
Yeah.
Because usually the white man is so worried about his precious white woman being taken out of the race and what have you, you know. So it's very deep.
Well, I just want to say to them, you know, hang in there.
Yeah,
and hopefully they'll catch the people or person that keeps on doing this, and y'all can live in peace.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to everybody for hanging out with us this week. And I did want to say shout out to the Carter family. They lost their mom and mother-in-law this week. And our hearts and prayers and condolences are with you. So sorry to hear of your loss. But just know that the Pajama Party Crew is thinking of you. And if you need us, let us know. Anything we can do, we're standing with you. Over to you, Ketel.
I'm speechless tonight.
Not you.
Yeah, I just want to thank to our old listeners, new listeners, and future listeners. We appreciate you listening to us every Friday night on the Pajama Party. We're here every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm not going to all the times. Papa, he got that. But 9:15 CP time. But that's it. I just want to say also a shout out to the crew that I work with every day. I appreciate you guys. You guys have helped me quite a bit. I just started, but it seems like I've been there for a long time because you guys really helped me out. So thank you for that. And
all right. Also, I want to say shout out to our listeners in Cali,
all right,
Atlanta, Florida,
NC.
Philly, NC.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did we miss?
New York.
And everybody in between.
Yeah. Pittsburgh. We're Pittsburgh. We're looking for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh been MIA for a long time. Yeah, shout out to everybody, and we appreciate you.
Yeah.
And check us out at apajamaparty.com. You can catch up on episodes you might have missed, or you can relive the ones that you enjoyed.
Right.
So,
also, the cocktail of the week is going to be
definitely check out this Ginger Kiss.
I know.
Like that.
It's off the chain.
It was so nice.
Yeah, we're here every Friday night, like I said, 9 o'clock Eastern Time.
Oh boy.
You see how I don't get no respect?
All right.
I was only going to say 8 o'clock Central Time. 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Pacific Time.
Okay.
All right, very
nice. And as we say, 9:15 CP time.
Okay.
Okay.
But don't tell people what CP means. They know enough of our business already. They're always trying to cop our style.
Okay.
Let's keep CP to ourselves, okay?
Alrighty.
Don't tell nobody what CP means.
I guess 8:55 CC time, huh?
Yeah, whatever that is.
That's another.
Yeah, just tell a friend to bring a friend that every Friday we kick it out with adult informative information. We dig deep and we analyze hard.
Entertain and inform.
Yeah, I do in particular. I don't know, Ketel and Redwine, they're on lease.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever.
What are you gonna do?
What
You know?
do you think? We think you think
like
we're the giant panda? We on
like
lease from Japan?
Ketel and Redwine are like they're like a cable box.
Send us back.
They already sent Baby back.
Yeah, a little bow. They
bow.
Sent her back.
Okay, yeah.
Those people were crying up there at the zoo.
Oh,
weird. But anyway,
Bow had to go
they
home.
missed little bow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we're going to bow out and say goodnight. So this is Redwine saying dumb spot until next Friday.
Say goodnight, Papa.
This is Poppa DD. Tell a friend to bring a friend. Listen to the Pajama Party every Friday night.
This is Ketel. We're out.
All right, we'll talk to you next Friday. Peace.
Good night.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so. I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of jazz.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me? Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, grown Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown join the party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.